That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that that would have ended up coming out. Don't even see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky and rough around the edges, just like me. So, sticky and horrible. So yeah, yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. It's no good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now. Hello everybody, welcome to another Sunday lunchtime live, and thank you to everybody who sent over wands. I hope I got everybody who sent them to me. I had so many come in, I think I may have lost a couple, but if I have, I apologise. But it was a really good response, and thank you to Brian for creating the wand wig. I think it's been a really good response. I believe that Wayne has done one for this week, and it's a little pot that has to be hollowed out with a tool, not a forstner bit. So, with that, we was meant to have Joe and Glyn Senior in with us today, but unfortunately Joe's not been very well, so they've had to go back home. So our thoughts with you, Joe. Hope you recover well. Hope you become, or I hope you get better soon, shall I say? And before you ask, no, it wasn't me who poisoned her on the barbecue last night. So that's before anybody says it. The food was fine. She's just not very well, bless her. So, like I say, speedy recovery, Joe. So they're travelling back to Scarborough as we speak. So I hope they have a safe journey, and I hope they get there in good time. So things have changed. As you saw at the beginning, the little clip I did with all the different wands, I'll play it again towards the end so people who come in later get a chance to see it. But if not, what I will do is I will upload it as a separate little 3-minute video on my YouTube channel, and I'll try and, if anybody is not included in the wand video I did, send me or message me your pictures and I will add them and then do a little video and put it up on YouTube, and tag is #WandWeek so people get a chance to see it. So today, what am I turning? I have got a real manky piece of wood here. It's massively out of shape.
Like you.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Massively out of shape. It's thin on one side, thick on the other. So I'm just going to see. Yeah, just like me. I know what you're saying. So I'm just going to turn it and see what we come out of it. I'm not going to colour it. It's going to be natural. It's majorly hot. It's 28 degrees in here today. So I'm just going to do a quick bowl just for a bit of entertainment, a bit of banter, a bit of chat, have a bit of a chat, welcome everybody, and then we're just going to knock this bowl out and see where it goes. So while I'm starting this, I'll hand you over to Nick, and she will welcome you all in.
Hello, everybody. What did you say it was in here? 27, it says up there.
Oh, is it 27, is it?
Yep, but I am sat in front of a fan, so if it's a bit noisy, I do apologise. Right, so on my chat it says Wood Wizardry by Colin, but I read his comment and he put Sid's beat me today, so I take it Sid's Repurposing was on first, then Wood Wizardry by Colin, then Michael, I am not even going to try to pronounce your surname. We have Barry Fisher. We also have Brian at Woodturning. We also have Colin Izzard. We have Terry TJ Turner. We have Chris Dodds. We also have Design and Make, who has been inspired to now make a wand.
Nice.
We also have Barry Chitty. We have Darren Callison on. Okay, now everything's gone. I hate computers. I really do.
Operator.
Pardon?
Operator.
I knew you'd say that. We also have Robbo Robson. Adam, I Love Woodturning. Barry's Wood Creations. Doug Miller at Wood Spun Around. Robert Nye. We also have Andy H's for Turning. Jennifer's Craft and Creations. Steve Hawley. Lawrence as well. We also have Wivey Woodshed. Don't know if I said this one, but Woodturning by Barry. I think I said that. Robert Dolman's on. Law 60. Steve Hale. We also have Jay's Woodturning and Robsy P. Woodturner. Eric Winkler has popped in as well. We also have John Mooney, Roger Mills. It's about afternoon, all nice and hot outside. Time for a cool off.
It's hot outside, you're right.
I'm hoping where my daughter's at work today that they've got the aircon on because she's working in all in black in a food restaurant. So we also have now, would you say Kitey or Kitty 602?
Welcome.
Just tell me if I've pronounced it right. Gav Cedar Woodwork. That's very coming through very loud.
Oh, that's this Jabra headset, mate. As soon as you give the updates, everybody's having the same sort of problems. It's got a filter on it.
The Greasby Turner is on. Again, like I say every week, if I've missed you, just give me a little nudge and say, wait, you missed me, woman. Loved the show of wands. It was amazing. All the different ones. Especially who done the one that looked really wonky? Was it Andy someone?
No, I think it was John Corbett.
Was all like very
I can't
nice.
remember. I've seen that many ones over the last week.
Darren said, what is manky? Need a translation into colonial English, lol.
Oh, right. Manky is a piece of wood that's not very pretty looking or shaped or misshaped. Not mankini, manky.
So Kitey 602, yeah? Oh, Gerard's on. Hello, Gerard. He put good afternoon, Chippendale Steve and Chef Nicky. He's out of the heat for a few minutes, recladding a part of the extension to replace rotten wood, and God, it's very hot. 30 degrees here for the week.
Yes.
Very nice. I think we've got rain on one day, so.
Still warm, though. Still warm.
Yeah, so if I've missed anyone, please just shout. Wait. Thank you. So it's Kitey 602, Steve, not Kitty.
All right, okay. Welcome to the. Welcome, if that's your first time.
Yep. Oh, Darren said, Nikki, the chat's playing up. Oh, we've also got David J. Heath, the Guildford Carpenter. I did miss him. Michael McEwen. I'm just having a little read now of some of the chat to see.
So as the challenge, not the challenge, the 1 week was a really good success. Perhaps we should do a few more of them to get people in their workshops.
Not every week. I don't think you should do it every week.
No, not every week. No.
But you could have, because people are now trying it. Perhaps you should have 1 week again in a few weeks. For some of the ones that you've missed, or for give people another opportunity.
Yeah.
Can't believe how loud that is.
Well, the filter's on. I can't do. You'd hear it louder than what the people in the chat will, because obviously you're direct link to on the headset. Right, so let's have a look at that, because like I said, it's not very thick in one part. So we've got nearly touching there, and there we've got another inch. So I think we'll call that our shape.
So I'm really sorry to disappoint you, but I will not be chopping carrots today. As obviously we was going to have visitors. Unfortunately, they did have to go home. So oh, Sneaks Wall Art's on. Good afternoon. Hi all SK Krafts and wife.
Hi Clive, how you doing, mate?
That needs to say and better half.
Better half.
Scissory Purposen said once a month, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, perhaps the first week of the month or something.
I'll see what I can come up with. I'll see if I can get my thinking cap on and speak to the guys and see what we can come up with.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have.
Something unusual it's got to be though, isn't it?
Well, you can have wands, you could do eggs, you could do. I mean, there's just gonks, a gonk invasion.
Oh, no. Gonks, you and gonks.
I like my gonks.
Brian likes gonks. He likes doing the noses for them.
Well, Gerard, that's another reason I think that the wand thing should have gone on a bit longer. Because Gerard just said he obviously, with work, he don't get much time at the lathe and that.
Yeah.
So he didn't have a chance to do a wand in time.
Well, we can do another
But
one
he
later
had to
on.
finish a bowl and started 3 weeks ago. So for
Yeah.
people like that, it's.
We can do one later on.
And Gerard said a 2-week challenge would suit him better. Sneaks is now creeping. He's put yes and much better half. How rude
Oh,
of me, lol.
oh, thanks, Clive. Right, so let's just give this a little bit better profile. Just to get rid of, got a little bit of a tool mark in there, so just to get rid of that. So a nice gentle pass.
Ooh, Eric said a birdhouse ornament.
Yeah, I've seen some of them.
I think you need to have a bit of, as your granddad would say, DW40 on that boy. Please, like I said, if I have missed anyone, just put it up because I feel bad if I have. Because sometimes when you're scrolling with the mouse, it kicks and then I have to go back and.
And like I said with the wands, exactly the same with the wands. If I missed anybody off the wand screen show, or whatever you want to call it, I'm gonna re-edit it and I just did it quickly this morning because people were sending me pictures this morning, so I just quickly edited it this morning. But I've got a feeling I've missed some of the people out who sent me pictures. So just send me your pictures in Messenger. I couldn't get them off of. I tried to get a few off of Instagram, but Instagram won't let me download the pictures.
So if you sent them to Steve through Instagram, then resend them. Can
No,
you
not through
Oh,
Instagram. On my Messenger, I can get them through Instagram. But some people put them on Instagram as a page,
right,
and
okay.
I can't download them off of that.
Andy Hates, he said something. He said perhaps a monthly challenge with 4 weeks to join in, because then people have got time to.
Well, the thing is, Andy, I don't want to do that. The reason being is because Daniel's doing the YouTube cross-channel challenge, and I don't want to step on his toes. They're doing a monthly challenge, so I don't really want to step on their toes. That's a bit unfair, since they came up with it first. But we can certainly do something. I'll see what we can. I'll see if I can come up with something unusual next Sunday. And
Brian at Hartwood said, "Yeah, thanks for that, Steve. Turning a sphere with a skew is not as easy as it looks." John Mooney said, "Welcome to the chat. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned you. Yeah, Joe Birdhouse. I've got one on the tee already. I can use that." Gerald said, "Sorry, lads. Wife calling. Breaks over. Must go back in the heat and the cladding."
see you later, Gerald.
Dirty Curtie's on. Hi everyone. Sorry I'm late. Had to take care of things on the Facebook page first.
Dirty Curtie.
Yeah.
Is that the name?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that one.
But it was on. Been on before.
Oh, are they? Oh, well,
Yeah.
sorry.
Doug said he's just sent you the picture of his again. That must have been when your phone pinged.
Yeah.
Adam, I love Woodturning, said, Steve, for Instagram, use Snip Tool if you're on Windows.
Oh, right, okay.
We are, aren't we? So.
Yeah.
Hey, guess who's on?
Jimbo.
No, Benjamin.
Oh, troublemaker. Right, so I'm just going to sound this up to 240. I think I should have put a smock on.
You said you weren't going to.
I know, I think I should have done because I've got sawdust all down my back.
Yeah, Adam said, I love Woodturning. There are a lot of challenges. Can't avoid them all. Go for it. Clubs all have them too. Just do what your followers want you to do.
Yeah, but I don't want to do any. I don't want to upset people either.
You do that anyway, mate, so don't worry about it.
Thanks. Right, so 240. Just do the inside of the foot. Right, so just a plain bowl on the bottom. So let's get some sand and sealer on there.
Andy H. Turner said, Adam, I agree. You can never keep everyone happy.
No, you can't. That's true, but it's not nice if someone did it to a challenge I wouldn't like it. So, but I'm sure we can do some bits now and again. Got to be every month, has it? At the end of the day, it was just nice to, like Brian said, just nice to get people in the workshop playing with the scooter, have a bit of practice. That's why Brian mainly said about it, was to get people to encourage to use the skew. Right, so bit of sand and sealer. That chance to dry, we'll get the Yorkshire grit out. I'll get rid of that off my arms. Just have a swig of my lovely cold drink that my wife brought me in.
Hey, Yorkshire, get on. Are you home already?
Hello, Glyn. How you doing, bud? Right, so Yorkshire grit. Cover your piece first. You must have heard the word grit. Lave about 400.
John said, Mooney said, I'd be happy to do any challenge if I could get home long enough. Eric said, do a bowl without any sand and see how well you can use only the bowl gouge. Rob CP said, Tornado Dubois challenges are not based around turning, so there's no monthly challenges for wood turning that I know of.
All right, I thought they was one of the YouTube cross challenges, aren't they? Yeah.
Right, so Dirty Curty said, I've got to tell you that Kurt Parker from Woodturn and Newbies.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's the same person.
All right, okay, thank you.
Darren said to keep the skew work up, Spurtles.
Spurls, I don't even know what they are.
100% skew. What's a Spurtle?
That's got to be an Australian thing.
Colin from Wood Wizardry said hollow form or undercut rim.
Yeah.
Chris Dodd said you just misunderstood, Ben.
Just misunderstood.
What are Spurtles, Darren? Never heard of them. Woodturning by Barry said, yes, I love the skew so much I'm going to get a new one.
Ooh.
JP Woodworks on.
Hi, JP, how you doing, bud? Jamie, I will answer your message after the live, mate. I've just seen I've got a message from you.
That's where Glyn's going next, isn't he?
As far as I know, yeah. I think so. Tomorrow. He's travelling down.
Chris Dodd said Scottish porridge stirrers.
See, they've got to do something.
No, that's just even confused me even more. Get your head out of the camera.
I ain't got my head in the camera.
You have. We can see all your grey hair.
Well, I can't hide that.
Rob CP put yes. YTCCC 2021 challenges are not just Woodturn, and different crafts people take part.
Right, okay.
Darren put lol. A spurtle is Scottish.
Oh,
A
right.
fancy stick to stir porridge.
Oh, there you go. Porridge stirrer then. Someone else just said that, didn't they?
Yeah. What the heck? Right, and I got to Google that. Never in my life have I heard of a spurtle.
Right. So that's Yorkshire grits. Took us up to around about 1,000 grit. So that will be perfect. So let's get some wax on there. Let's go for Hampshire Sheen microcrystalline wax, if it hasn't melted in there. Microcrystalline wax is good. It's food safe. Well, actually, the high gloss is food safe as well now. But it's good because if it's going to be handled a lot, it doesn't leave fingerprints like the high gloss. So as always, you don't need loads of wax, just enough to cover it. Work it in well. Like we always say, you should really leave it a little bit just to let the solvents evaporate a little bit. But as we're on a live, we can't really do that, so we'll just polish it straight up. Don't need major pressure. Let the cloth do the work. Just gently rubbing it over. I'm using the same piece of cloth as what I put it on with to start with, just so that generates a little bit of warmth. That'll soak into the wood a little bit better. So we'll go to a clean piece now. Just gently rub over to bring us up our sheen. So there we go, got a nice little sheen on there. And you're surprised at how nice some bits of wood come out considering what they started off with. So that's our bottom.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm just going back to the... I was just texting. JP said, okay, mate, no worries. I hope it's not about this diamond thing.
Diamond belt.
Yeah. Did you sneak in? You just sneak into
Glyn's bags.
Glyn's bag.
Alright, so as you can see, that's really manky on the front there. Or bad for Darren. So what we're going to do first off, I'm going to clean this off to give us a nice face.
Robert said, if you shaved your head, Steve, we wouldn't see your grey hair long.
If I shaved my head and got in the camera, you wouldn't see nothing. There'd be a glare.
He's got about a grade 3. We done it the other day, didn't we, mate?
We didn't do it. You did it. I just sat there.
I wanted to try and get him down to a 2, but
no,
I have to put it on by mistake. And
no, that's too much.
Colin Izzard made a spurtle for our club show and tell for a few weeks ago.
We'll have a look after the live and see what they are.
Oh, what am I doing? Rob CP said Cade Bulger does a great demo of turning a spurtle.
Write their name down.
Darren said you could say a spurtle is a Scottish magic wand. Makes the nicest, creamiest porridge.
Just write that Turner's name down, please, Nick.
Which one? Oh, yeah, Cade.
Oops.
Stuart, I'm not even going to try and pronounce your surname, buddy. Is on. Welcome to the chat.
Hi, Stuart.
Crystal's put the Scots are too tight to use spoons. Just joking. Colin said, yes, my Yorkshire grit was very soft yesterday when I had a go at Wayne's Challenge.
Yeah, it is. it gets too soft, you can put it in the fridge, just let it harden back up. Don't have to keep it out in the sun, it won't hurt it. Right.
Colin said that's why Joe left early, because she didn't want to sing live.
No, Joe wouldn't have worried about that, but bless her, she's not very well.
We've got Woodwork Learner on. Not heard of
Oh,
them before. Welcome to the chat.
welcome.
Said, aren't most finishes food safe when fully cured?
No, not all of them. Not all finishes are food safe. You really need to read the tin, because a lot of companies, they have to go through more stringent testing to become food safe. So some companies don't bother. I know Hampshire Sheens are, and I'm almost sure Chestnut products are as well. But like I say, it's always best to read the tin.
Robbo lost internet for a bit. He's back.
Oh, hi, Robbo.
Steve.
I haven't seen your live today yet, Robbo, but I'll watch it later on if that's all right.
No, he wants you to watch it now.
Oh, okay, I'll stop.
You idiot. You do say the bizarrest things, love.
I know.
Eric Winkler said, Steve, I just turned a cedar bowl and was very thin, but when I applied the wipe on poly, it is not drying correctly. Is that because of some moisture in the wood? Seemed very dry to me. Did you get that?
No, just read the question again, please.
Right. He turned a cedar bowl and it was very thin, but when he applied the wipe on poly, it is not drying correctly. Is that because the some moisture in the wood, but it seemed dry to him?
Could be moisture in the wood. Is it dry and patchy, or is it just dry and not at all, Eric? Right, so we're going to hollow this out using the 3/8 bowl gouge.
Benjamin said, how did your yard sale go?
Yard sale went very well, thank you, Benjamin. We did. Well, we did. Should I say, not just me? We did.
You did. I didn't do nothing. Just hope
we did really well. Sold. I think I sold 7 or 8 bowls and 3 gonks, I think. So yeah, did really well. So the good thing is, there's a bit of money coming back into the channel to help buy some new materials for the channel. So worked well.
Kim Dickerson's on.
Sorry, say again.
Kim Dickerson and John Corbett.
Good afternoon.
Rob CP said he sent you a link to Cade's demo on Messenger.
Say again, sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, for God's sake.
You can call me Steve, you ain't got to call me God's sake.
Rob said he sent you a link to Cade's demo on Messenger.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you, Rob. Right, so obviously, because
JP says boiled linseed oil has metal in it, so no way food safe.
Yeah, see. So obviously, I'm not going to be very deep on this because obviously the bowl's not very deep to start with.
Douglas Mungham's on.
Hi, Douglas.
Mark Gentleman Woodturner's on from a very sunny and hot car boot sale.
Hi, Mark. How you doing, bud?
Darren says one more pass.
Yeah, I don't want to be going through the bottom.
Benjamin said, Eric, how you wiping it off should be a very thin coat. Right, Eric said it's dry and patchy. He used shellac as a sealer first.
Oh, I don't know if... to be perfectly honest, Eric, I'm not 100% sure, mate. I don't want to give you false information.
Woodwork Learner says, yes, BLO, unless actually boiled, not trying that, too dangerous, is one that goes nowhere near plates, toys, etc.
Like I say, you're better off just reading the tin.
And hello to Kim too, because she's with Mark.
Hello, Kim. Yeah, it's always worth reading the tin because I personally wouldn't go with what people tell me because no disrespect to anybody, but we all make mistakes, and the last thing you want to do is tell somebody something and it's incorrect information and you make someone ill. So that's the last cut I'm doing on the middle. Just clean this edge up here. Just going to take this sharp edge off here. There we go. So we've got a little bit of a tool mark in there, but I'm going to sand that out because that's getting quite thin and I don't want to go through it because I'm trying to have a funnel-free year. Actually got a nasty tool mark in there, so I need to get that one out. Need to clean this bed up. So I've been spraying a sticky, not sticky, but uneven. Right. So let's sand that. What am I looking for? Can't remember. Oh, sanding. What's going on in the chat? Anything?
Sorry, I'm messaging. Andy H said funnel time.
No, we don't want no funnels this year. I've got to redeem myself,
Benjamin
Andy.
said, hello, Mark and Kim. Has Mark bought you a 99 yet? Ice cream.
I love ice cream, especially from an ice cream truck.
Steve Hawley said, I think the heavy metals are BLO are in the solvents that mostly evaporate off. Tell someone something like speed is your friend, right, Mark? Doug Miller has just said, Mark said, no 99, she wanted a Mr. Whippy instead. Is this rude or is that just my imagination? My dirty mind.
It's your dirty mind.
Doug said, from Doug Miller, Woodsman around, Eric, it's a problem with cedar in general. The substance in cedar that gives it the great smell will eat away at the finish from the inside out. I've had the best success with tongue or walnut oil.
There you go.
Hopefully that's helped you, Eric. Like I say, tea chat's really good because everyone can give each other advice. It's brilliant. Chris Dodd said 5 months to go, Steve. Good luck.
Yeah, I need it.
Kim Dixon said funnel fee. Good luck with that, lol. It's supposed to be free, I think.
Yeah. I'm going to succeed.
JP said, do they do oyster ice creams where you are, Mark?
Oyster ice cream.
That's what I thought, Benjamin. 99 is a Mr. Whippy with a flake, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. 99, yeah.
Mark
We just didn't buy the flake.
Yeah.
That's an 89, isn't it, without the flake?
Mark said, speed is my friend tomorrow night for sure.
Right, let's just get this sanded up. I'm going to colour the inside of this, I think. What do you reckon?
You weren't going to do no colour, you said?
No, I weren't, but... What's the fans one?
You big head.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Fans. My fans, not yours. Eric said, back to sanding it all down, long. Stuart, whose surname I definitely can't pronounce, said, Eric, you might find oil first, shellac second would be better. Oil needs to penetrate, but the shellac would have sealed the wood. John Mooney said, some woods don't need sealers if you use polyfinish, especially if thin, as you say. Chris Dodd said, light bulb moment, don't make any bowls for the rest of the year. Oh, JP. Let it be known, whoever wins out of Mark and Wayne, I want to challenge the winner to a traditional versus carbide.
Mm.
Woodturning by Barry. What fans? Darren said natural. Brian said colour it. Colin said Bernie. Woodwork learner said colour it. Mark at the Garden Workshop says afternoon all beer, gardening and SK Woodturning. Perfect Sunday.
Oh, thanks, Mark.
Dirty Curty said, Eric, this may sound like a stupid question, but what is the weather like in the area you are applying it? If it's humid, that will cause problems also.
So if we're going to colour it, let's take it to 400 grit. A subtle colour, I think.
Do you need another drink or are you okay?
No, I'm going to have a mouthful of my drink. It's hot in here, isn't it?
Eric said, yes, it's humid, but it's our air conditioning house, but could be could be an answer. Christine and Michael Heseltine are on.
Hello, Christine and Michael. Hope you're both well.
Hello, everyone. Michael's been watching while I cleared from lunch. Mark's put 5 minutes, 38 seconds so far, JP. Brian said, colour it.
I am. I think I'm going to do the inside red, and then I'm going to put some gold embellishing wax in it because that grain is absolutely.
Colin said blue or purple. Right, I'm going to be back in a second because I've drunk my drink and I need another one.
Oh, okay.
You're all right, are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Yeah,
I'll be back in a minute.
I've still got my glass of water.
Yeah.
So you guys will be pleased to know, who came in Friday, that the compressor wouldn't work. That I had a fiddle with it on Friday night, and it was actually the thermal overload that had tripped on it. So it must have got too hot when I was using it the night before and tripped out. But didn't realise because obviously there was air in the tank. So I just checked the oil levels, I cleaned all the air filters out, and booted her up, and she was happy as a bunny. So all good. So let's just spray a bit of colour on this. So I want to try and I don't want to try and get it over the edge. So we'll turn that down a little bit. So put a couple of coats on, give us a nice deep red. We'll dry it with the hot air gun in between. Remember, before you turn your hot air gun on, turn it away from your piece so you don't get stuff splattered all over your piece. And don't overheat it. We're adding more heat to a nice hot workshop. Always a good combination. I've got this air gun turned right down so it hardly blows anything out. Right, I think that is enough. what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the middle a little bit darker than the outside. So we'll do the middle ruby. Just up to that transition line there. Hopefully we should just about see that. So just dry it. Let's open that grain up nice. So what we're going to do now is we're going to sand and seal it to seal the colour in, which will keep it vibrant and stop it going funny when we put our embellishing wax over it. So that'll dry off and we'll denib it. Don't say nothing now, she's back.
Shut up. I was asked if you ever tried that jacket, whether that pocket was all right. What are you saying about me? Have you read this or not?
No, I haven't read anything, baby.
Right.
Right, so
Right, missed a lot.
let's denib this. Just take it back down smooth.
We're telling about his head, it's hot. JP said fast mark, but it can be improved. Nikki texture it. Benjamin said, Steve, you need a wheelie lathe. You can bring it out onto your carport.
Yeah. Right, so that's
Mark's got to go. He's put see you all later.
See you later, Mark. Have a good day, mate.
Darren said, yeah, we heard Nikki slept in the bottom of the glass. Sorry.
Right, so gold embellishing wax. I must admit, I do like gold and red. Comes out quite nice.
Eric said, thanks for your questions. It helps. See you all later.
Good man. Hope it helps you, Eric. So we're going to rub this deep and hard into the grain. And hopefully enhance that grain. Just spend a little bit of time when you do your embellishing wax. Make sure you get it, push all in the grain. Because if you don't, that won't look really what you desire, what you're looking to get the effective. So just a little bit more, I think. Just trying to go across the grain to get it to push in.
Ouch.
So what I'm going to do is the same tissue as I rubbed it in with. Just gently rub it over. Not too much. Same as when you're doing your polishing, really. You don't need no pressure. Let the friction between the tissue and the piece do all the work.
Joe's on.
Hi, Joe.
Are you home? Woodwork learner said, is that spirit stain paint?
No, it's water-based. The Hampshire Sheen Intrinsics are water-based. Chestnut products do a spirit-based one if you prefer a spirit-based.
Joe put a coloured bowl, Steve.
Yeah, colour bowl. So I'm just gently working that in. On what I want is a little bit of heat, so the embellishing wax works its way into the grain better. That's what I'm looking for. So I get a clean bit of tissue now. Just gently buff that out, so we get a bit of a sheen on it. I'm not going to wax over the top of that because it's a loose grain. Your wax can fill your loose. If there's any loose grain left, that can fill that up, and then you'll end up with white bits all over it, and you won't see the gill cream or embellishing wax, shall I say? So I don't know if you can see that in there. See the embellishment? Let's get that. There you go. It's my bowl done. It's quick, wasn't
I can go now then.
it? So you can see the gold embellishing wax flickering in there. I'm not very happy with these cameras. The colours on them, I don't like them too much. That's too bright. Oh, that's better. That's better colour. Still a bit orangey, but it's redder than that. But as you can see, natural on the bottom. Got a bit of gill cream on the edge of that.
Terry's got to go.
See you later, Terry. Thanks for coming over. So nice little bowl. Let's bring it over on this camera, see if it's any better picture. That's better colour. That's a better colour. So there you go. You can just see the embellishing wax.
Benjamin's put, I've got an engraver coming today so I can sign the bottom of my bowls. In 300 to 400 years, they will be priceless. I'll be the Banksy of Suffolk. Banksy.
So just flame red on the outer edge, then a bit of ruby on the middle with the gold Hampshire sheen embellishing wax just to finish that off, just to enhance your grain. No finish over the top of the front. The reason being is because the embellishing wax is a wax anyway, and that gives you that lovely sheeny shine on there anyway, as you can see. It's a little bit of a hump in the middle there, but I didn't want to go no thinner because that is quite thin now. So quick project today, guys, because obviously with Joe and Glyn not being here, I didn't do what I was planning to do. But at the end of the day, Joe's health is more important than alive. So we just want her to get well soon. So if there's any questions, or anybody want to know any questions before I leave of what I've used today, or whether they want to know any information of what products I use or whatever, it's just because we're finished.
Read the chat. I mean, Colin said, where was that?
Bother.
Colin Izzard said, very nice, just shows what you can do with a manky bit of wood.
Yeah, manky bit of wood. That was a manky bit of wood and all.
Nice looking bowl. You got some really nice comments, so you can read them yourself.
Well, isn't that what you're here for? Go on, read them out. Do you make me feel special when you read them out?
Special needs.
Oh, thanks. Love you too.
Woodwork learner, very nice bowl. John Corbett said very nice. Douglas Mungham said Steve looks like the dog's. Lawrence said it looks really nice, Steve. Well done. Doug Miller looks good, Steve. Stuart said nice, Steve. Robert Dolman, nice looking bowl, Steve. Mark at the Garden Workshop, very nice, Steve. And Douglas has asked Jo if she's feeling any better. I think Steve poisoned her, you know, it's his cooking.
Well, how come everybody else is all right?
Because Jo had the first bit.
The bits I dropped. I wouldn't do that. Thank you guys for the lovely comments. Really do appreciate
Barry
that.
said, thanks, Steve. Really nice.
Like I say, it's a quick live today.
Eric's got a question.
Go for it, Eric.
He said, when you use the water-based colours, do you sand at all to smooth out the finish before final coats?
Yeah, if you're using, I personally, Wayne did a video that you can use Yorkshire grit first, but I personally, I turn my piece, I sand up to 400 grit,
I then apply my colours, my water-based colours, and you'll find that when you apply your colours, the grain will swell a little bit, so it's obviously not as smooth. So what you can do, once you've put your colours on, obviously then you've got to sand and seal it to preserve the colour and to protect it. So sand and seal it. Now you can either use the rule of thumb is usually if you're using a water-based colour, you put a cellulose sand and sealer over the top of it. And if you're using a spirit stain colour, you put an acrylic sand and sealer over the top, because obviously you've got water, cellulose, spirit, water-based. So they don't blend together really. When you put your sand and sealer on, you will notice quite a bit coming off on your tissue. That's not a problem. There's always plenty left in the material. So then you put your sand and sealer on. Then if it's really, really rough, you can then gently sand back with a 400 just to get it smooth again. Or you can just denib it, which is what I do. And to be honest, that usually takes you back to your 400 grit anyway. And then obviously apply your finish or embellish and wax or whatever else. But what you can do is once you've sand and sealed it, I'm sure that you could Yorkshire grit it to get it smooth again, because Yorkshire grit's not going to take that much out of it to take the colour away. But I haven't tried that, but I would imagine that will actually, I will try that in the week and see if it works. Because you're sanding the sand and sealer, not you're not really sanding the colour out. So that's the way I do it anyway.
Right, Door60 said, very nice, Steve.
Thank
Darren said, nice work, Steve. Colin Woodbury said, very cool, matey. Dirty Curty said, nice bowl, love the embellish and wax. Benjamin said, nice one, Steve, have a beer on me, but you pay. He don't drink, so. Woodturning by Barry said, Steve, what do you clean the gun out with?
Methylated spirits, mate. It's water-based. It's water-based stain. But when you get, I don't know if you can buy them, the bigger bottles with a square tip. If the tips get blocked, just soak them in methylated spirits and then just keep pumping them, and that'll gradually flush through and clean all out your nozzles. And I use exactly the same to wash my gun out. So as soon as I've finished, if I'm going through the colours, I always start off my lightest colours anyway. So I don't wash it out, I just blow it through until the new colour comes through. But if I'm cleaning the gun out, I've got a little tiny jar full of methylated spirits, and I just flush it through with the methylated spirits just to clean it until it comes out clean, or the same colour as the meths basically. But I just advise people, I know Stuart Farini doesn't wash his guns out from 1 month to the next, and he gets away with it. But I wash mine out whenever I'm finished with them.
Chris Dodd said, thumbs up for the haircut and thumbs up for the bottle.
A haircut. Yeah, my wife butchered me the other night.
You're pushing it, mate. Stuart's got a question. Would Yorkshire grit preclude the use of embellishing wax after, as it would fill up the grain?
Yeah, that's the problem you'll have, Stuart. Obviously, if you're going to put embellishing wax over the top of it, I'd just sand and seal it and then put your denib it with the yellow Scotch Brite from Chestnut. It's equivalent to like a 600. And then obviously, I think it's 800 actually. And then just put your embellishing wax over the top of it. That's what I would do. I've never used Yorkshire grit over colour after sand and sealer, but I'm going to try it in a week and see what happens. Obviously, if you're going to use the embellishing wax, it's a no-go because of the grain. But if you've got a piece of wood that's got a tight-knit grain, it shouldn't be a problem, I would imagine. But I will have a play in the week and see what happens. Right, so if there's no more questions, what I'll do is we'll knock it on the head, and I will play the wand collaboration again. And like I said, if I've missed anybody, I apologise. But if you can message me the pictures, I'm going to do another one, and then I'll upload it to YouTube with the hashtag Wand Week on it, and hopefully some other people will come in, have a look at it, and then perhaps have a go at doing wands, which will be really good. And like we said at the beginning, we'll try and work it. So we'll try and, in the next couple of weeks, we'll try and get another not wand week, another week. I know Wayne the Woodturner's got one this week. We're doing a little box. So go check out Wayne's channel. He'll tell you what the not the rules, but the conditions on that is. From what I understand is you got to turn specific size, but it's got to be hollowed out with a tool, not a forcing bit. That's what I understand.
Douglas put Sonic great haircut.
Thanks. Right, so we're going to go. Thank you all so much for coming over on this mega hot day. I've got water running down my back. I'm that hot. So I'll play the wand thing. Please watch it because there's some really good turners on there, or really good makers on there who have made some nice pieces. And thanks to everybody who took part. Thanks for Brian for suggesting it. And we're going to go. Have a great day. Or have enjoyed the rest of your weekend, what's left of it. We have got the Battle of the Makers next Friday night. So myself, Mark, Wayne, Huey, Joe, and I don't know if Lewis can make it. If not, Brian will be there. So, excuse me. So, thank you very much to Brian for standing in again if Lewis can't make it. Tomorrow night we have Mark the Gentleman Woodturner. Do you want to put his link in, Nick, for tomorrow night live? He's doing a speed bowl challenge with Wayne, the Woodturner. We're going to see who's going to...
So they haven't like split screen, are they? Or...
Yeah, they are. And they're going to let you guys decide whether they want it on a finished bowl or just off the tool. I personally think it should be finished. But that's they're going to let the chat decide that. So that'll be interesting to watch. Tomorrow lunchtime, you have Terry from TJ Turning on lunchtime. Go over and check Terry. Terry is a very knowledgeable turner, very good turner, and he's got loads of experience to share with all you newbies. So that's Monday. Tuesday, I'm not sure, but if you're subscribed to the guys, obviously you're going to get notifications on them. So that's all I've got to say, really. Oh, there's what's on tonight. Wayne the Woodturner have a premiere tonight. JP will have a premiere tonight at 11 o'clock. Then Caitlin the Cat will have one as well. So go and make sure you go and check those guys. And if you haven't subscribed, then please subscribe to all the channels that are out there. Let's show our support. I think that's about it.
When's
Again,
Terry on?
Terry's on tomorrow dinner time, 1 o'clock.
Still got no link for that. So.
What, for Terry's?
Yep.
Oh no, Brian's doing it. Because Terry's on holiday. Sorry, Brian, I forgot. Brian's covering.
Stupid thing.
Other than that, there's not a lot to say, really. I think
Wait a
we're
minute,
gonna.
let me just put this link in if I can find it.
I think we're gonna run Battle of the Makers till November, and then we'll have a break over Christmas and come back in January. I think that's the plan. But we'll talk about it, and then we'll
There's
let
no
you.
link for Brian's.
Brian, have you got your link, mate? If Brian's got his link here, he can put it in. Yeah, I think the plan is we're going to run Battle of Makers till November. Last one will be in November.
No, I ain't got a link. So this is just a link to Brian's channel.
And then we'll have December out, and then come back if the guys want to carry on. Come back in January. But if you guys still enjoy Battle of the Makers, then we'll carry on doing them.
Benjamin said his mic on tonight too.
Yes, I believe he is. All right, there's no link for Brian's yet.
I said that.
I'm just reading what Brian's put. Yeah, I believe Mike's on tonight as well. I don't know if you can find a link for Mike, can you? Mike. Walt. W-A-L-T.
No, it isn't.
Special guest airworm is next. Special guest airworm is the 6th of August. He's a guy who I don't know if a lot of you folks will know who he is, but I'll see if I can find his channel. He's a very talented man, and he makes some pretty interesting stuff. I think it's... don't know if it's that one. Let me just check. No, that ain't that one. So if I put his link in, you guys can go and check him out. His name's Floyd, and he does some really interesting projects. And he is our guest on the 6th of August. The reason I brought him in is 2 reasons really. He's quite he does quite a lot of different things. So he tests a lot of different resins and what you can put in resins, what you go. So he's very knowledgeable that way, and he's also into fabrication. Like I believe he's an engineer by trade. So he's got his mechanical engineering side of stuff behind him as well. So, and I thought that'd be a bit more not a bit more interesting, but a bit of a different aspect to you guys. To come in and ask questions, but he's a maker as well, so he's made some really cool stuff. He actually made me this. Let me brush the dust off of it, because if not, that'll be him. That won't be very good. I gave him a shout out on Battle of when I used to do the maker shout outs, and he made me this and sent it over to me. So as you can see, he's quite a good maker. So we'll get him on, see what you guys think, and go from there. Right, so I'm going to play this one thing. We're going to go. Have a great weekend. Speak to you soon. And I'll perhaps see you on Mark's Live tomorrow night. Other than that, guys, have a great weekend. And we'll see you later. So, bye-bye for now.
Take care. Bye.
That's all, folks.